One, two, 1, 2, 3.
Well, y'all, I tell you what, it's trail cam videos is getting kind of thin here. It's not much moving. I mean, you get your occasional, raccoon and stuff like that, possums, armadillos, rabbits, domestic animals, cats and dogs and stuff like that. There's just hadn't been a whole lot of deer movement. I know the weather has a lot to do with it. I mean, it's 77 degrees and it's the day after Christmas. So I know it has a lot to do with it too. And plus, there's a lot of acorns on the ground up here. I don't know about anywhere else, but I know around here there's plenty. Excuse me, there's a bunch of acorns on the ground. So, yeah. So I know they're not, moving a lot because of that, but I'm used to having, in some spots, almost 500 videos. Usually average is in between 1 and 200, and that's on a low time. This time of year I'm getting like 25, 30 videos a week. I mean, there's just not a whole lot going on. I mean, and my spots aren't the best in the world, but it's so hot that I don't want to get in the woods. I just don't like walking around in the woods when it's hot. So, I mean, I gotta find some better spots, but it's gotta cool off enough for me to do some exploring and stuff. I mean, because a lot of these places I'm gonna be walking through, and with it as warm as it is, snakes are back crawling. I mean, I saw on Facebook where somebody killed a snake the other day that was in their pool. I mean, even down here at this pond, you'd think with that water right there and the corn and everything right there, they'd be, coming over there, but they're really not that much going on. In fact, I haven't seen maybe 10 deer here in the past 2 weeks. Past 2 times I've checked my trail cams down here. They might have, all total, not just the ones that I put on the video. I mean, all total, there's like 10 deer down here. There's just not much moving. I know that grass in front of the house has a lot to do with it too. That ryegrass right in here too, close to the pond, has a lot to do with it. But like I said, they're just not moving around. So that's why I've gone to like 1 trail cam video a week. I used to put out like 3 because I had a ton of them. I was backed up like 2 months. But now, it's not there. It's not getting it. I tell you something else I don't get. I dumped out all of that old nasty grungy corn out of that darn trough that I had, a little feeder down here that I had. I dumped it all out and I didn't add any fresh stuff to it or anything. Because it had just gotten soggy, just gotten soggy. I mean, it's going to go mashy if I didn't do something with it. So I just dumped it out. I just drove up, every bit of it's gone. I guess they just do not trust troughs or something. I'm gonna have to get them used to it. I mean, I know that one trough I had back during the summertime, it was pretty busy. Now it's pretty busy with a lot of coons, but deer would come up and eat out of it, enough, to where you could say, hey, this, deer like to eat out. But right now, just ain't working. So I'm gonna have to figure out something else to do with my troughs. Figure out something. See what I mean? I had it in a big old pile. I mean, it was just old nasty, wet, grungy old corn. They done eat it down to just what you see right there, just that little bit left. Of course, the peanuts go in those things, so I know they'd be gone. They're usually gone before dark. But man, I don't know. We'll see what's on that camera right there. It ought to be enough on that camera for me to have to change out a battery. So, anywho. Yeah, this one right here, down here by the pond, this is more like it. Batteries were almost dead and it had almost 400 videos on it. That's more what I'm used to. That's more, that makes a little bit more sense to me. Of course, all the corn was gone, so I knew something was down here acting the fool.